Hi, I'm Chris, and this is a September 8th tour of my Bay State kitchen garden. Here's some plants by the front door. A late tomato that is getting some flowers and fruit. And over here, I planted some butternut squash in the compost by the door, and I've got a few fruit. Very exciting. Heading on over to the main garden. We've had a terrible drought, but it's been waning. We had good rain. There's some puddles the last few days. And I'm getting some excellent late crops. Surprisingly, the zucchini is still going. A couple of plants died because they had borers. These plants had borers, but somehow they kept going. They rooted with more in other places, and even though this stem looks awful, it's doing fine. So I'm still getting zucchini here, whether I want it or not. Over here, I got to show you this pepper plant. Just vast quantities here of Hungarian wax peppers. So awesome. I'm about to pick them all and make pickles out of them. More wax peppers right here. This little plant came on late in the season and did amazingly. Rhubarb's holding strong. I may, when it cools off, pick some more of that. Morning glories. Heavenly blue. And check out this patch of morning glories. Aren't they spectacular? I love the way they change colors a lot. So take a look at this one. Wow. Beautiful. Yep, more Hungarian wax peppers right here. Remember how I said a few years ago you shouldn't plant your beans? Oh, there's a few tomatoes, late tomatoes. Your beans with your morning glories? Well, I did it again. And it has reduced the production on these beans, though. Let's take a peek in here. Alrighty, scarlet runner beans. And as it cools down, they will set more fruit, which I'm excited about. Raspberries still going strong. I'm picking every day. Wonderful raspberries. Many of the tomatoes are done, but not Juliet. She keeps producing. Here she is. Best tomato ever. Somewhere between a grape and a plum in size. Really delicious. They ripen on, and they do crack a little. There's one that cracked, but really it's one of the best tomatoes I've ever grown. Lots of flowers, annual flowers grown from seed. Doing great in the garden still. Keeping it colorful late in the season. Oh, look at that. So that's one of those hummingbird moths. Interesting fact, the borers that get into the squash are actually the larvae of that moth, which I like so much. I have mixed feelings about destroying them. Okay, late bean. There's a delicious bean. These are late yellow beans here, still producing. More tomatoes, heirlooms here, still producing. These are my 4 o'clocks. I have a lot of big patches, and just as they say, those flowers will not open until evening, just like a moonflower. They are very drought resistant. New thing I've learned this year. Oh, let's go look at some peppers. Jalapenos are doing great too. Covered in peppers here. And again here. Looking forward to making those pickled peppers. Herbs are doing fine. That's time. Moonflowers finally starting to grow along the fence in here. I'm wondering how much I'll get as far as flowers, because this is moonflower too. Some buds, but nothing yet. It's always a battle between the first frost and the first moonflowers. Hope I get some. Meanwhile, it's beautiful here in the garden, and that's a tour of my Bay State kitchen garden on September 8th, 2016.